Kindie Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindie crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindie Rockstars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindie Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindie Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. Joining me today from the amazing country of Australia is Bree from B Minor Music. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, so tell me about yourself and B Minor Music.
Sure. So I'm an early childhood educator and performer, and I facilitate music experiences for children, usually in their early years. And my music program is child-led, so children get to choose exactly what songs and experiences they'd like to do each session. And I also write my own music for children.
Very cool. So tell me about these classes. Are they, I know they're based around music, but what other elements do you bring into it? Are there like puppets and things like that?
Yeah, so during sessions, it includes singing, dancing, percussion instruments, puppetry, feltboard pieces, and we use lots of visuals to keep the children engaged. So things like pom-poms, ribbons, parachutes, and all sorts of things.
Now, in these classes, is there a specific age range these are targeted to?
Yeah, so I usually do children that are under the age of 5, so before they go to school. But since I've been online, I've been reaching children up until about the age of 7. And sometimes when I do public performances and things like that, usually around from about 6 months through to 8 years.
Gotcha. Yeah, so with the interactivity of this class, I know it's been rough for a lot of people during the pandemic, but have you been able to successfully sort of translate your class into an online experience?
Yeah, so I've been really lucky with pivoting online. So within about a 48-hour period of COVID hitting Melbourne, I'd lost all of my contracts. And within 2 days, I just went, okay, let's get this online session up and running, and was running 5 or 6 days a week through the first year. And this year I've cut down a little bit just to kind of give myself a little bit of a break. And, a lot of children are also getting Zoom fatigue from being online for such a long period of time. So now I'm just working Wednesdays to Fridays, and I cram all the sessions in during that time.
So what is the Kindie scene like in Australia?
It is incredible. We have some of the most talented and most beautiful children's performers in Australia. There's at least 50 odd of us, and they range from people doing songs about social messages to people, really kooky ones. And then you've got other people that are doing action songs, and they've kind of covered every area of children's performance. We've got puppeteers and everything. Yeah, it's really great. And it's a really supportive community that I'm really proud to be a part of.
So what inspires the songs that you write? Do you have a specific theme, or do you sort of generalize and just concentrate on like learning aspects for kids?
It's kind of changed over the years. So my first album, I think, was back in 2017, and that was very much movement focused. So at that stage, I was still actually working in childcare and running my music sessions. And so it was all more about group times. So we'd have a half an hour group time in childcare where I'd, want the children to do a lot of action songs and things like that. With my second album, it's kind of moved more into, we still do a lot of action songs and try and encourage them to use percussion instruments. But I've started writing some social message songs as well, just because I think I'm in such a powerful position that it's important for me to be able to embed those kind of messages into children's lives at such a young and influential age.
Yeah, no, the great thing about Kindie music is not only you can have a lot of fun with it, but it's communicating those kind of messages to kids at a young age. And I know the song we're going to talk about is very, very much like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Are you ready to get into your song?
Yeah, sure am.
All right. So the song is called Shades. And tell me what inspired you to write this song?
Yeah, so with the tragic death of George Floyd last year, the Black Lives Matter movement came in strong and fast, but it was during one of our strongest lockdowns. And although we were doing protests in Melbourne, I didn't feel comfortable joining them. And I really wanted to do something to show my support. So I was thinking, what can I do? And I was just like, oh, hold on a minute, I can write a song and this can continue for years on, and children can actually, without it being dark and without having to think too much, they can just go, oh yeah, we do all have different shades in skin and different shades in our hair and our eyes. And we are very different on the outside, but on the inside, in order to function, we all have to have a brain, we all have to have lungs, we all have to have a heart. So even though we're so different on the outside, we're actually essentially very similar on the inside. So, and celebrating being an individual, I think, is just a very important point that I wanted to make in the song. So that's where it came out from. And hopefully it will help us live a more inclusive life.
Yeah,
moving forward.
Almost everywhere in the world. I mean, it's multicultural societies, and the sooner messages like that in songs like Shades, that the kids can just not even think about that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. It shouldn't be something that we should ever have to think about. It should be just something that comes naturally and is accepted by everyone. So yeah, fingers crossed moving forward.
All right, well, let's play the song. This song is called Shades from B Minor Music.
Shades, shades, shades. People are different shades. Some people are dark, some people are light, some people are in between, and that's alright. But inside our bodies, we are all the same. We have a heart and lungs, and we all have a brain. So differences, let's celebrate, and let me get this one thing straight. To be an individual is such a special thing. To be shades, shades, shades. People's hair are different shades. Some people's hair is dark, some people's hair is light, some people's hair is in between, and that's alright. But inside our bodies, we are all the same. We have a heart and lungs, and we all have a brain. So differences, let's celebrate, and let me get this one thing straight. To be an individual is such a special thing. To be shades, shades, shades. People's eyes are different shades. Some people's eyes are dark, some people's eyes are light, some people's eyes are in between. special thing to be.
That was Shades by B Minor Music. All right, Bree, tell everyone where they can stream and download that song and where they can find you on social media.
Sure. So you can find B Minor Music at bminormusic.com, and you can find my music on Spotify, iTunes, and all other good online music stores. And you can also download my music from bminormusic.com in MP3, or I've got physical copies because I'm a bit old school that way. And you can also find me on YouTube.
Excellent. Well, Bree, thank you so much for doing the show. It's been an absolute pleasure.
That's been great to be on. Thanks for having me.
You got it. I'll talk to you again soon.
Lovely. Thank you.